meditation is helping us to discover a purpose, to make our contribution at workplace and communities meaningful, and then provide a very contented, satisfied life. Leaders who take on meditation are becoming single point focused, are developing great friendships with teams, becoming growth minded, so creating things.
Meditation is miraculous. So meditation is the only method by which we can make individuals responsible. A meditator gives out positive vibrations. If I can heal myself out of my own mental anxiety and physical illnesses, that is because of the positive vibrations. Meditation, yes, it's very important for our own peace of mind, health, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, relationships, families live in harmony.
I was looking for opportunities to embrace life differently, and I think meditation gave me that opportunity. I had this sense of wanting to experience things in a different way.
I've been practicing meditation for about a year with the CEO Quantum Foundation, and I've seen a lot of great enrichment in the sense my own personal life. I've become much more patient, able to handle ups and downs of life, which we all go through much more easily, be less reactive and be much more proactive and be prepared in life.
Bringing them together has enabled them to form a sense of team. And so a lot of the feedback that I've been getting from many of our leaders and resources, and they say, this was one of the best. I can't wait for the next monthly session because they feel energized, they feel empowered. And so I think that's the power of just 15 minutes of a meditation session.
I was able to lower my stress. I've been getting good night's sleep. I'm more self-aware. Now I can respond more and react less.
Happy morning, friends, and happy evening and a great afternoon for those who are joining from the West. We are into the third day of this program on meditation for resilience and peak performance. Been understanding the technique of meditation, the experiences of meditation. When I first got into the practice, when I first joined one of these sessions, I used to think that meditation is for those who have given up everything. You should not have any desires. That is why people go to Himalayas and meditate. So no desires. You have to, you should be able to concentrate fully. Only then you can sit for meditation. Then I realized after practicing that in fact meditation is for us to experience our desires fully. Whatever that we want to experience, we can experience fully through meditation. Instead of saying control all desires or have no desires, I realized it is about identifying what is the desire that you really want to have. Desire that truly fulfills yourself. If your desire is to build a a large organization, a big company, big business that will help thousands of people, millions of people. You have the ability, you actually have the ability to focus, you have the ability to manifest that. The meditation helps us, enhances our experiences. We experience through our body, physical body, by looking at everything that comes around and listening to everything, having a great physical vitality. But there is also experiences through our mind. While there is only so much that we can experience through our body, most of our experiences is through our mind. When you go into nature, when you see a nice tree, you can only see, but then what you experience is through the mind about how beautifully it is designed. So meditation helps us to enhance our mind capability. When most of our time when we are not meditating, research studies have shown our mind is full of thoughts, 50 to 60,000 thoughts. Most of those thoughts are either of the past experiences, past, or about worrying about the future. So when we are meditating, the goal of meditation is to empty that mind. It's a gradual process, but when we empty our mind, we disconnect from those past experiences. When we empty our mind, one, we disconnect from that past experiences, but then we'll have the ability to fully focus on the present moment. So eat when you eat, walk when you walk, dance when you dance. So you have the ability to be present fully and experience the life to the fullest extent. So meditation helps us to be in that empty state, and then also helps us to connect to that quantum field. So we have our physical body, we have our mind. There is something called consciousness, or what we call through quantum science called quantum energy field. It is that intelligence which keeps everything in coherence. Our body is so beautifully designed. The entire universe is so beautifully designed. How beautifully each of those planets, stars, universes, they all exist so coherently. So there is that higher intelligence that brings this coherence. So when we are meditating, when we become that empty, we are also having the ability to access that intelligence. Or what is called as intuition in many cases. We are able to access that intuition, that knowledge. So any problems or any challenges that you want to solve, you have that ability to get that information. The more you spend time in that emptiness, the more you have access to that intelligence. So we enhance our ability to experience through that intelligence. We expand our mind beyond what we see, what we hear. That 50 to 60,000 thoughts, which is typically coming from our subconscious mind, we have the ability to access it and reprogram that. So when we reprogram our mind, we also bring in great physical vitality. Our body, most of our body physical conditions are because our mind is not in control. Most of the conditions that we have is first because of what happens in the mind, the stress. So when we clear our mind, when we empty the mind, we let our body function naturally. In fact, the conditions, 80 to 90% of our conditions is because we interfere with how our body is functioning. Body is so beautifully designed. If you let it function, it will function exactly like it is supposed to. So meditation helps us to reprogram. It helps us to expand our mind and hence increase our physical vitality too. So friends, we'll continue our practice of this meditation. Yesterday, last 2 days, we understood the technique of meditation. Before we get into the practice of meditation today, we'll run a quick poll just to understand our participants' level of experience. Chandra, I know Chandra is traveling today. He's traveling to London, UK. They're doing a lot of programs in UK and US for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So they're not here today. They'll join back tomorrow. So friends, let's run a quick poll. To understand your meditation experience so that we, as it will help us to know you better. So you can see the poll. There are 4 questions. Yes, you can see people have started. To respond, friends. About 25% have responded so far. Need more responses, I think. Wait for another 15-20 seconds and then we'll end the poll. Just another 10 seconds. Please do attempt the questions, friends. Yes, you can end the poll. So can you share the results? So we have about 30% who are new. And about 25% who have been practicing meditation for less than a month. So there is a good amount of number of people who are new to meditation. So for those who have been practicing, meditation, I think lack of regularity or consistency. 27% are saying do not have regularity. Okay. 33% saying thoughts and mental distractions. And fourth question, what is the dominant activity of work? About 50% are employees. 25% are business owners or self-employed. Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, friends. It's a great to understand. Thoughts and mental distractions, the practice of meditation, yes, it is something that will, over a period of time, become better. I used to think that you have to have full concentration for practicing meditation, even before you sit for meditation. But meditation is a process of training our mind. We do not judge ourselves about our practice. So if thoughts come during our meditation, we simply recognize that and then come back to the breath. So friends, I think there are, for those of you who are new, we follow what is called as breath mindfulness meditation. The process for this meditation is very, very simple. We sit comfortably, either on a chair or on the floor, cross our legs, cross our fingers, hands, fingers into fingers, and close our eyes. If you are wearing specs, we will remove it. We don't need specs for meditation. And we close our eyes and observe our simple and natural breath. We observe either we use the tip of our nose or the root of the nose between the eyebrows. We focus our attention on that and observe our simple and natural breath. We don't force either inhalation or exhalation. Whatever that is natural to you. If it is deep breath is what is natural, that is fine. But whatever that is natural to you, we observe that breath going in and coming out. Most of the time, we don't even observe our breath. So we observe that breath, and as we continue to observe our breath, we recognize that it becomes shallower and shallower. And at some point, you experience that emptiness. There are no thoughts in our mind. That emptiness could be experienced in various ways. It could be, completely black. For some, it could be, light. It could be mountains. It could be some, vivid colors. Whatever that is, right? We have, infinite number of experiences. But when you have no thoughts in the mind, you experience emptiness. We don't expect to have no thoughts through the meditation. So as we are into that emptiness, we do get thoughts. So we recognize that there are thoughts. And when we recognize there are thoughts, we just gently bring our attention back to the breath. We don't become harsh on ourselves. We don't force ourselves. We don't try to control those thoughts. All we do is recognize and just say thank you. But I bring my attention back to my breath. So we do that for most of our time. But before that, we also do what is called as heart elevation process, wherein we bring in elevated emotion, elevated emotion of love, gratitude, joy, compassion, kindness, any of those emotions. As we observe our breath, we take a little deeper breath, into your heart and bring those elevated emotions. To help to bring those emotions, you can actually bring up any of the previous experiences where you felt this deeply. It could be something that, you achieved, somebody gave you you did so well at office, people congratulated and you felt so joyous. Or it is any event in the future that you really want to have, and then that brings those emotions. So bring those events and naturally you get into that elevated emotions. So we do that about 2-3 minutes in the beginning, because studies have shown that this helps us to make our heart coherent. So heart also has a brain, and when heart is coherent, our mind or brain is also coherent. It helps us to go deeper into our meditation. So friends, let's practice this again. Relax. Close your eyes.
Dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart? With that breath energy, breathe more and feel your beautiful heart, that seat of all emotions. Our primary connection into this universe, which is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Can you feel love, gratitude inside your beautiful heart? Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Feel more of that love energy, that gratitude energy, and expand your heart center. We're all connected in this universe. Deep inside, we're specks of energy. Intricately connected with each other. The nature of this universe is to bring coherence and order among all things and everybody, with love, with compassion, with gratitude, appreciation. There is only one life. There is only one heart. Can you feel the love inside a beautiful heart? Can you become one with all things and everybody? Can you radiate that energy beyond your body onto every being on this planet Earth? Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Feel, allow that gratitude inside you, all around you. Friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap with your eyes closed, specs removed. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. We're all going into powerful group meditation. Be with your breath. Become one with that in breath and the out breath. Dear friends, observe your normal, natural, peaceful in breath and the out breath, dear friends. Our goal is to empty your mind. Our goal is to merge into that greater emptiness, our divine self. As we empty your mind, when we observe breath, our mind becomes empty. Be with your breath. Become one with the in breath and the out breath, dear friends. Meditation is the greatest gift that we give to ourselves. This time is for ourselves. Allow yourself to completely forget everything about yourself and simply observe your natural, normal in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. The more we empty ourselves, the more we allow to receive be with your breath. Become one with the in-breath and the out-breath. And allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. And as the mind is becoming empty, can you feel that emptiness inside your body? Can you feel energy in any part of your body as you're becoming one with your breath? Can you sense that emptiness all around your body, occupying your room? One with your breath, and one with that emptiness, dear friends. yourself to completely become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As you're becoming one with your breath, as your mind is getting empty, can you find that emptiness inside your body? Can you feel that emptiness inside you, all around you? As you're becoming one with your breath, can you become aware of that emptiness going deep inside, spreading far and wide around you and yourself? To go deeper and deeper into that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, in no place and no time. Emptiness is energy. That's energy in the quantum field with unlimited possibility and opportunity. Become aware of that emptiness, of no body, of no thing, of no one, in no place and no time. Allow yourself to go beyond your body, way beyond your life. And merge into this emptiness as no one, as pure awareness. This is the feel of all creation. This is the place of unknown. Allow yourself to stay connected with this emptiness, with this energy. The longer we stay in this unknown, the more open we become to many possibilities in our life. And the more we receive from it. Stay aware of this emptiness as no body and tune in to the abundance of healing energy, mystical energy, miraculous energy, empowerment energy, or whatever that you can become aware of in this field. Friends, let's express gratitude. It's an honor and privilege to be living this life at this time of history. Be grateful to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection into this universe. Can you be grateful to all your teachers and mentors for expanding our wisdom and knowledge? Be deeply grateful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, your relatives, colleagues, everybody, for allowing us to learn so many things. Be grateful. This grand nature, the birds, the fish, and the animals, the planets and stars, for being such an integral part of our life, to fill our lives with beauty, mystery, energy, and more. Be grateful to all the things we use, the technology, companies, governments, the places we go, the people who help us. Be grateful to all the challenges in life that initiate us into greatness. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others. Be grateful to this intelligent universe for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Relax your body. Feel your body and relax yourself. And let the autonomous nervous system repair the body. As we relax, recollect your experience from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes.
Okay, friends. Hope you had a wonderful meditation. And congratulations for those of you who are new. We did about 40 minutes of meditation. and slowly, gradually increasing the time. So we'll understand today about science of meditation, of what happens. But before that, if anybody wants to share your experience, especially new people, I'd love to hear. Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good morning. I have a great pleasure to be here with you. And today, I was feel when I
Looks like this. I think we have an audio challenge. Saurabh, we are not able to hear
and sorry, sir.
you. You're not able to hear. I think you're
Yeah,
some audio challenge with your voice, with your audio. Not able to hear you. Maybe
am I
we'll come.
audible, sir?
We'll come
Am I
back to you.
audible?
We'll come back to you. I think there's still some challenge. Yes, Mr. Venkatachalapati.
Yeah, yesterday I felt some amount of discomfort in the shoulders. Maybe I corrected the posture a bit. It was much better today. I practically lost sense as to the lower part of the body, where my legs were, hands were. And during the short breaks of no thoughts, I could see a lot of people moving in front of me, moving away to the right. And then, short spells of, nothingness, very short spells. It could be maybe, I don't know, in terms of,
Wow.
it could be 4 to 5 seconds. But I could feel better that I did not feel whether I was breathing or not today. Longer spells. Thoughts would come, thoughts would go. And but other than that, one significant thing is the lower part of the body. I was just not aware of its existence, whether my legs were crossed or hands were there. Yesterday, I felt a bit of discomfort. Today, slightly the discomfort went to the upper part of the head, the back side. But then, after correcting the posture a little bit consciously, it was much better, a better experience today. Thank you.
Beautiful. Wow. Yes, that when you lose that sensation, it's basically we are going into that emptiness state. We are moving away from the body. When you're opened your eyes, when you're not meditating, you see everything that is physical. But quantum science says we are energy mostly. 99.999% we are energy. So that's not feeling the senses, not feeling the body parts is one way of experiencing that emptiness. And you said you saw a lot of people moving. Again, there are many, many different experiences that you can have. It might have some meaning to you, but may not be. But either ways, you are accessing that intelligence, that emptiness. Yes, you can actually make some slight changes, especially initial days. You figure out what is the posture that works for you, so that we move away from the body senses. Thank you, Mr. Venkatachapati. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Dr. Tiwari. Tiwari ji, how are you? How was your?
Yeah, it's great, and somewhere down the line, right from the childhood, I've been amenable to this some sort of that benefit of, and a bit of spirituality in everything I've been doing. It has been integral part of the thing, and tried to live a bit on the higher intelligence and higher ideals that has been there, and it is helping me, in an increasing manner to be conscious of that deep subconsciousness. And so it is like today it was I was able to have lesser thoughts coming in, and I was more in sync with the breath, soul, and mind. So, thank you very much.
Wonderful. Yes, we have that. Our thoughts, I mean, when I came into meditation, this is something that I heard, right? So our thoughts create our reality. So I also had this deep desire to teach, deep desire to, serve. So all that, comes to reality if we let it. Thank you for sharing. We'll take one last sharing before we talk about science of meditation. Yes, Ashish.
Thank you. It was wonderful. For a brief period of time, I did go in a deep thought. I mean, deep pleasure. I could see some sort of light in front of me when I closed my eye, and I really did not have any single thought in my mind. So it was complete emptiness at that point of time. But I also felt that, constantly I was getting repetitive things in my mind, and I had to really again bring back attention to my breath. It happened quite a few times. I mean, I really couldn't hold my mind empty for a long time. And other thing is that because we have to sit in a particular posture for about 40 minutes, I need to change my posture. Otherwise, it brings some sort of numbness in my leg. So I'm sitting on the chair and with a crossed leg. So the blood stop. So I need to change, and that sort of distract me for a while. So how to get rid of that? If you can throw some light.
That's okay. That's okay. So first you said, I was able to get into emptiness thoughts briefly, and that you had thoughts. So that is perfectly fine, especially in the initial days. So meditation is about training that mind. And it won't happen overnight. I mean, we've had this conditioning for so long that for some it will take some time, but that's okay. Even today, after 2 years of practice, I still get a lot of thoughts. But the beauty of this is that brief set of emptiness that we get, that will provide a lot of benefits. So we just keep at it. Like you did the right thing. When you recognize you're getting the thoughts, you bring back your attention. So you are telling your mind, hey, focus on the breath, and it will eventually listen. We'll understand now again, I think when you understand the science of this, again, you'll understand this better. So Ramya, we'll come back to you. We'll just quickly, talk about what happens during meditation. Right? So we talk about these thoughts, how during meditation, and we talk about thoughts create our reality. So we'll understand what happens during meditation. So our mind, we have conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind, right? And analytical mind. Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. So conscious mind, which is essentially from the brain point of view, it is the largest portion of the mind. The ability to, think, ability to learn, ability to visualize, ability to reason, all our cognitive powers is conscious mind. But we end up using only 10% of that from our brain. I mean, this is the largest portion of our brain, the cortex, neocortex, what is called as neocortex. And among all animals, humans have this the largest. And even in our own brain, relatively speaking, conscious mind or the neocortex is the largest part of our brain. Almost 80-90% of our brain is of this. But we end up using only 10% of our conscious mind. Most of what we do is driven by our subconscious mind. I spoke about 50 to 60,000 thoughts. So the subconscious mind is all those emotions, the past experiences, beliefs, habits, long-term memory. Most of our day-to-day behaviors. All that is part of our subconscious mind. So today, if you are meeting a customer with whom you had a not so great experience in the past, now whatever that he or she speaks, your past experiences triggers whatever new thoughts. So you start filtering our analytical mind. Instead of using it for critical decision making, for discerning right or wrong, we start using it to filter whatever information that we take based on our past experiences and feelings. So instead of listening to the customer, what they're saying, we start judging. We start saying, this person, whatever he's saying, he has an agenda. Last time he or she was very rude, was very difficult to deal with. So I don't think I can work with, I'll not be able to please him, or I'll not be able to satisfy him or her. So instead of listening fully to what that person says, we let our past experiences trigger what we receive. We filter what we receive. A lot of our beliefs, we are driven through our belief systems. If you had a profession, very difficult projects that you worked on in the last 1 year, start thinking next time something new, similar projects come, we fear because your past experiences showed that, hey, this is going to be difficult. If your colleague or a family member, if you've had experiences, that is what will drive how you deal with them. If you wanted to be a singer or if you wanted to do public speaking, and in the past, if somebody had made fun of you, a lot of our actions will be driven through our past experiences, and which is deeply embedded in our subconscious mind. So meditation helps us access that subconscious mind. So we reduce our analytical mind naturally and access those deep memories, deep subconscious beliefs. And once we recognize these are beliefs and past experiences, we can reprogram them. We start looking at it holistically instead of looking only from that filtered experiences. We'll have the ability to bring up those memories to make us make better decisions, not get stuck by those past experiences or beliefs. So those 50 to 60,000 thoughts, which are generally again driven from our past thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, when we reduce during meditation, slowly it actually brings down those even during our wakeful state. And as we continue our practice, again, it happens over a period of time. First, we start recognizing that these are my past thoughts, my routine thoughts. We bring that into awareness. Our conscious mind starts observing these. We are the only species who have the ability to observe our own thoughts. So first we start recognizing these are any experiences, any thoughts that come, we start recognizing, hey, this is coming from my past experience. So we become mindful about those thoughts and feelings. And at that point in time, we have the ability to change. We know our today's thoughts create our future reality. So we recognize that, hey, no, this is something that I don't necessarily have to believe. I don't have to believe that I cannot make public presentations. In the past, yes, maybe there is some challenge, but today is a new day. I have the ability to learn. So meditation naturally helps us reduce that analytical mind and access our subconscious mind to reprogram ourselves. Second aspect of this is how the brain physically works. So our brain is an electrochemical device, if you can call it. So in our wakeful state, like right now, when you are listening, we are mostly in the beta state. We are attentive, which is good to make decisions, to perform any actions. We are in that wakeful state, which is a beta frequency. The thoughts that come in, so they are of a particular frequency, about 16 to 30 hertz. The actual hertz doesn't matter, but what happens is we are all not just in the beta, we are also in the high beta state, which is mostly stressful situations. So when you are driving on the road and suddenly there is somebody crossing you, you get into a high beta state because you have to, at that point in time, look at protecting yourself, protecting people around you. Now, thing is, we continue to be in that high stress state because we continue to keep thinking about that incident, and we continue to be in that high beta state. But meditation helps us to move away from it to a more beneficial brainwaves, the alpha state. We start with the alpha state. Alpha state helps us to learn, relax. These are the state where mostly if we are just waking up or about to sleep, we naturally go into that state. But during this state, we are more relaxed. We can think clearly. We are very calm. And meditation naturally increases this alpha state of our brain. So that is why senior meditators, people who have been meditating, you see they're very calm, even in stressful situations. It helps us to make better decisions, take every input clearly. And the next state, as we go deeper into meditation, is theta state, the dreamful sleep state. It's a deeper meditation state. A lot of creativity comes in. You might have heard, or we might have experienced too. Suddenly, when you wake up, there is a flash of insight for whatever problems you are trying to solve. All that insights we get in the theta state. And meditation naturally takes us, we talk about those deep meditation states where we said, I don't recognize my body. We are accessing that theta state naturally through meditation. And the next is, which is even further slower brain state, is delta state, the dreamless REM state. This is a state where deep healing happens. So if you are looking to heal your physical conditions, you practice longer meditation. We go into this delta state naturally through meditation. A lot of healing happens. And of course, there is this gamma, very heightened perceptions. There is peak awareness. Going into that flow state. But friends, meditation helps us to take all these, our brain naturally into these beneficial brain states. The more we practice, the more we experience these brain state. And there are, a lot of research which talks about how people who practice just 6 weeks of regular meditation, the alpha, theta, and delta naturally significantly is enhanced. People who've had challenges through their life suddenly disappear. because they are able to understand and solve issues from the past very easily. So thank you, friends. We'll understand more of this. We'll understand as we go into this through this program many other concepts, how through science, how meditation actually heals various conditions of our body, how we can improve our emotional regulation, how we can manifest thoughts create reality, how do we focus on our goals, our dreams. So thank you for staying. Thank you for being part of this program and committing to yourself. Before we take a break and ask for experience, I'd like to invite Ratnavel to talk about the certification and what we do as part of the program. Yes, Ratna.
Sure, okay, sir. Thank you. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Ratnavel. Introduce yourself.
Yep.
Your experience.
So I'm Ratnavel, and I work in Cognizant, and so for the meditation related, it has been introduced close to, I believe, 2 years before. So it was just introduced as a corporate program, and the very highlight is to me in Cognizant when it introduced this is purpose of the life. That is was that line was highlighting in this 6-week program. So let me go and see what is this purpose of life like that. That's what I was just doing. But despite I was having so many other issues like hanger issues and sleep pattern issues and memory issues, many other things. But this one is automatically try to solve all the 360 areas of your life. So that's how it has been, and I'm getting benefited day and day, and I'm evolving myself every day. Like my perception, my understanding is getting improved every day. So I try to strengthen my practice more and more. So I try to go for, okay, how to be non-judgmental, how not to be, earlier I used to say that if something is not happening, my team member, oh, has not done that activity. That is his mistake, like that. Rather, I go for, it is my mistake. I own it. It is something I take the responsibility of whatever that is happening around me. When I'm actually switching from this perception, completely the things around me, I could able to learn something from the events and then make changes out of it. When I'm just blaming that to others, so we simply just, there is no growth, right? Because we simply blame to point out to some person and then move out. Rather, when you take the responsibility, so I could able to help myself learn further and then be one with the other person. That's how it has been. And health wise and many things, like I could able to heal myself, and I don't actually go for something if even there is a small pain or something, I get that awareness there is something kind of pain in my body, but I don't know when it appears, it disappears. So that's how it has been on the healing aspects. So it has been a wonderful journey to be associated with us, you as a volunteer as well, uh, which helps me. It's not just I'm doing volunteering for others, or could be that would be a selfish, I would say. So it is actually I am serving myself. So I'm learning myself as well. That is how, that is a number one. And so as part of, first of all, I'd like to, congratulate you for listening to, my experience on this. And also, whatever the third day, right, you are being into meditation, because this has been a wonderful step, wonderful decision in your life. I'm sure will be, you will actually realize it after. If anyone asks me what is your, the turning point in your life, I would say this meditation. And attending this 40 days program is my turning point. Otherwise, I would have been nowhere in this life, right? And so being as a in the 40-day program, in this 40-day program, you would Buddha Quantum Foundation offers practitioner certificate. Like This practitioner certificate will be issued to the participants in 3 criteria. As you can see, 80, 53, right? So you can, what is that 80, 53, right? So this 80 is out of 40 days, at least 32 days, 32 should be, the participant should attend the program. So that is 80% of the attendance. That is the number one. Number two is 50. What is that 50? So we do send out a quiz. Quiz is very simple. It doesn't take not more than 5 minutes. Now, if I just ask you one question, like when you are in high stressful state, so you are what kind of frequency your brain wave? So the answer would be very simple. You are in a high beta state, right? So that would be like based on the whatever the sessions, master class, which Chandra sir and Dr. sir actually happened. So the quiz will be based upon those. Very, very text, very simple. It just to the more you recall, it strongly embeds into your brain. So that is the reason on this quiz. So there will be 6 quiz sent to you. Out of that, at least 5 quiz, 50% score is very, very important. That is a 50. And what is that 3? So self-assessment survey. So self-assessment survey is like, I am trying to reflect myself in 3 self-assessment survey will be sent. The first survey is like, week 1 and then week 3 and then week 6. So what does that week 1 is like, I'm reflecting myself, like how I am actually. And is that like the questions will be not more than 5 minutes again, I say. Do you have any challenges in this meditation and how do you find? So, and when you completing the third survey, right, you could able to realize the difference between the week 1 and then week 6 survey as well. So these are the 3 criterias. So first one is 80, 53. 80 is attendance, and 50 is actually the score that you score 50% score, and 3 is the completing the 3 self-assessment survey. Okay, I actually completed all these eligibility criteria. How I can actually avail this certificate? This is the question, right? So this question, and very, very important, when you are filling this self-assessment survey, right? There will be, this is how the background you see, right? Your team facilitator in the WhatsApp group would have been sent you the quiz and all. You just need to click on this link. The moment you click, it will launch the service like this in the background. And very, very important is this 14th question, as you see. So this question is actually when you want to avail the certificate, right? You can click on this 14th question to say yes. The moment you say yes, so you want to avail the certificate. So how you can actually get the certificate after that? At the end of the 6 weeks, right? In the next 2-3 weeks, you will get that certificate of Buddha CEO practitioner certificate in your registered email. Okay. If at all, if you couldn't get that certificate for some reason, or if your registered email is something different or some other issues, you can feel free to reach out to your team facilitator, also the Buddha CEO Quantum Helpline number. Right. So I wish you a wonderful journey. I'm happy to be travel with you along this wonderful journey. So make use of this and I wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Ratnavel. Love the way you presented. Yes, friends, I think the self-assessment surveys help recognize our journey. And even for people who have been practicing, I think this time we'll have a couple of questions which will help you understand that progress as well. It's why I do request all of you, and especially for new participants, it's a great way to understand your journey. Many times you recognize the changes only when we reflect on what is happening. So do participate, and those of you who are interested to get the practitioner certificate, yes, you can indicate that in the first self-assessment survey, and you will receive quizzes by email separately. So thank you, friends. We'll stay on for some more time after this brief, this one, and anybody wants to share our experience, we'll continue. But those of you who like to leave, Thank you for joining, and we'll meet back again tomorrow.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am
Yes.
so blessed.
Yes.
I am so
Yes, sir. Hope
Yes.
your audio is better now. Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. Since sir, I on the group, so I think the network issue. Yeah. Good morning to all of you. Now I was I share some today experience. Whenever I meditate on put my hands on my head and breathing my breathing just I feel very calm and more pleasure than other days, and my heartbeat I control my heartbeat, and just my see good visions like good thoughts like, and feel very calm. So I want my vote of thanks to you, sir, also. Thanks to Chandra sir, thanks to Sheetal ma'am. Also thanks for the team I1 Tech Solution, Ravin sir, Pradeep sir. Thank you so much, sir. I just made a small pyramid. You see,
Beautiful.
sir. Yeah, yeah. They I written on Buddha Shiv Quantum Foundation. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saurav.
Thank you so much, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. I know you've been regular participating.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, anybody else wants to share? Mukulji, good to see you. Glad to connect with you again.
Thank you very much. Namaste to everybody. Good meditation, wonderful experience. And in absence of Chandra sir, we enjoy your meditation. And always I say, after Chandra sir, you are the one who takes care of everything. But thank you.
You will meet Chandra pretty soon. I'm sure you're all excited about that. I have a lot of.
Yes, Chandra sir will be with us for I think 4-5 days, and we will be enjoying his company. And Navani ma'am is also coming soon.
Yes. Thank you. I'm sure it'll have a lot of great. We'll spread this message far and wide.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Shivarudrappa.
Yeah. Good morning to all the masters. Rakesh, good morning. Yeah, it has been a wonderful journey that I have started right from around January. Most of the time we are regular. What I see with the Buddha CEO and the people masters who have associated with it, great dedication and very continuity of most of the people like I could see Mukuji, Ratnavelu, many more to name. Great contribution by them. in terms of how it serves the society, which presently needs this practice, which helps an individual and the society at large. I'm really too happy to have joined this along with all of you in this journey. And believe me, I'm thoroughly enjoying this along with my wife. We all, both of us, are enjoying and intend to spread as much as possible from our end, either through WhatsApp or mail or personal when we talk to our people or group of people. I am a member of, not I, me and my wife, we are member of Dignity Foundation, an all India organization for senior citizens, elders. Okay, so the motive there is helping people, senior citizens who need whatever is possible within our limits, whether it is medical or the support that one needs when their children are not there, anything possible, and outreach to the society also beyond the our foundation. So there, I have been discussing about this, and at this service when I found, or even when I was in Lionism for almost more than 30 years, we did lot of service activities. That gave a lot of satisfaction to me. But now I find that this probably is beyond that, something ultimate. I find if one can do some service in this sector beyond getting benefited individually, so that will be a great service I feel that one can do. Like many of you are already into it, and I could see Rakesh, you are holding the portfolio whenever Chandra sir is not there. It's a great responsibility and dedication. I find a lot of people like you, so that makes me, encourages me to what best one can do. So thanks to all of you. It's a great service to the humanity that you people are doing. If I can be a part of this journey to whatever extent possible, okay, I am trying that. I am trying, but not successful so far. Maybe individually people are joining, whom I'm sending the link, but that's okay. That's okay. Even if 1, 2, 3 joins, and if it helps them, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. So thank you so much for giving this platform, basically. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivarudrapaji. Yes, absolutely. We start first experiencing it ourselves and want to share it with others. I'm sure you'll really spread this. You are in Bangalore, so do come to our office. I'm sure we can do more.
No, sure. We will be there. Me and my wife will plan it out to reach to your office. Definitely.
Yeah. Yes. So we start first sharing, and then we continue thinking, right? Our thoughts create our realities. Initially, when I started teaching, I taught to my team in Cognizant. Most of the days, at least there is one person, a few joining here and there, but there is one person who would continue every day. A fairly large team. But the fact that one person was joining made me happy. And I'm personally, I'm very grateful to Chandra and the whole team that I have this opportunity. It's a very selfish motive.
Yes.
Because I'm learning. I'm happy. So that's why we do this. And every one of us, I mean, the facilitators, amazing team we have, all of them wanting to serve, wanting to share. So absolutely, we become part of a whole bigger team. So thank you, and we'll definitely do more.
Thank you. Yeah, in my first talk, I just mentioned the same thing that first thing is I have joined this to benefit myself. Honestly, very maybe a selfish motto, but then that motivates me seeing all of the great contribution they are doing. I'm very, very happy with that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Anybody else? I know you rightly pointed this is very, very committed set of Buddha CEOs. Yes, we have Valsala, madam. Want to share?
Sir, I just want to ask one thing. Ratna sir said that there is a new certification course. So I was also joined one course. Then another course I apply.
Sure, you're part of the WhatsApp group that in that you'll get the link to fill the
Yes,
survey and you'll be able to.
So I am in the Wow Thrive WhatsApp group. Is there any another group?
No, that Wow Everest. Basically, you'll be in a group named Everest.
No, sir. I think there's no like that.
So do register for the Everest program if you have not. So and then you will get the link to
Yes, sir.
WhatsApp.
I already registered.
Okay, then we'll have somebody help you. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Valsala madam.
Yes, good morning, sir. Sir, at the end of February, I visited this Pyramid Valley, and from there I could get some links and I attended some programs. And now, along with this, now I got into this also, Buddha CEO, and I am very happy that I have joined this. I am very regular. So for the past 3 or 4 days from 11th, I am attending this. And what I like in this is you are giving some scientific explanation to meditation, which I like it very much. See, meditation, simply closing the eyes and sitting and cutting the thoughts, that's okay. That is the practical aspect of it. But maybe because I'm a science student, so when you get like today's class, I liked it very much. We know it is 90% of subconscious mind and 10% of conscious mind, but some more elaborated version of that, it makes us understand more and more. And just one doubt I have, I was thinking, so this beta level, alpha level, all those things is okay, we already know. But the last part I did not understand, sir. See, heightened perception, cognitive enhancement, and peak awareness, how can it go to a gamma level?
Yes, so this is.
No, is it again 40 to 100 hertz means higher than the beta level, isn't it?
Yes, it is at a higher frequency. And this is a state where you are in a flow, you have awareness of everything. And so you go beyond, so you transcend all your time, space, and everything.
Yes.
And you are aware of everything that is, you become multidimensional. So our peak awareness and performance is enhanced significantly at that level. Of course, you need to go into practice over a period of time. But yes, so that is the frequency is at a higher level. But it is not a stressful state because you are aware of everything. You are not stressed. Your body doesn't consider it as a stress. So we'll understand in the health, what happens in the body when you are in a stressful high beta state. But you are not in that state. The body doesn't recognize that as a stress. But every part of the body, every sense is fully aware of what is going on. So that is a gamma state.
So can we take that maybe the yogis or people who are continuously meditating, probably in the Himalayan regions, see, they are fully aware of what is all the three stages, the past, present, and the future. Shall we take that they are in the gamma state?
Yes, again, I mean, it is not just them. There are many successful leaders who are practicing this. All of them, you can, they go into those states. It is not that you are always in that state, right? So each of those are, each thoughts is energy. So thought is energy, right? Each of the thoughts, for example, if you are, fearful, if you are getting fearful thoughts or, guilty thoughts, so those are our very stressful frequencies. They all have those frequencies. So we get into many of these states simultaneously, right? So yes, yogis who have been practicing, of course, they have much higher awareness, but it's not just that. One thing that I'm very, I have understood is it is not just them. As we practice, there are many business leaders who practice it in their regular day-to-day life. And that is why I'm so clear. I mean, Patriji, the whole Pyramid Spiritual Society movement also is about being enlightened in the life that we live. So we can get into that state, right? So absolutely.
Now it's clear, sir. Thank you so much. I will attend it every day, sir. I like it.
Thank you. Yes, look forward to you being part of the journey. Yes. Anybody else? Friends, I know we are close to the hour. We are in fact on the hour. So, all right, friends. Thank you for staying. Now we'll meet back again tomorrow. And Chandra will be back. All right.